Well, good morning. I want to make sure my neighbor, so I don't run her over. She was staying waiting for me, and I was waiting for her, and then finally she decided to go. No, I was waiting for her, and she was waiting for me, and then I decided to go, and then she didn't want to go, and then she did go, and finally I said, just go. Just go. Anyway, today is Sunday, September 22nd. We're on our way to pick up Jim's prescription, and then I got to get some gas, and then I'm going to go to the post office. I have a Zoom call today, but we have some birthdays today. We have 3 birthdays today, because today is Colleen's birthday. So Colleen, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Colleen. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Gina Pearson. Gina, I miss you. I miss you so much. Gina Pearson's birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gina. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And Lauren Long. Today's Lauren Long's birthday. So, Lauren, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lauren. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you have, all 3 of you have a great, great birthday today. Well, we're supposed to get rain today, and oh my gosh, do we need it. We need it so bad. Yesterday when I was sitting out talking with my nephew William, my neighbor next door was cutting the grass, and he says, is it okay if I cut your grass? Let me think about that. Yeah, I'll cut my grass. So we have I told you, we have the bestest neighbors in the world. So he cut the grass. And then we were talking about the Lions. I was teasing him because Steve across the street from me is a Republican, but the Lions colors are blue, which is the Democratic colors. So he had his house 2 weeks ago, and we had our opening. He had his whole house decked out like Christmas. It was like Christmas time. He had blue lights wrapped around his trees, all up in the branches, all across his porch, the front of his garage. He's got like 3 coach lights on his garage, and he's got like 3 lights on his porch, all in blue, all completely in blue. And so then I told Jim, I said, which I knew he was a Republican. I said, Steve is going to keep those up in support of Harris. So he says, I don't think so. So he went over and he said something to him. He says, oh yeah, he calls me Sandra. Sandra thought that you were a Democrat. And he says, oh no, I'm not a Democrat, I'm a Republican. She says, she was wondering about all the blue lights she had on. He said, that was for the Lions. And I said, I told him that. So then last Sunday when they played, he didn't put the lights on at all. Actually, that night he went and switched the porch lights, at least, not the tree lights and the house decoration lights. He switched to white. And then, so he didn't put them on last week. And then Greg, the one that cut my grass, has he has a Super Bowl party every year anyhow. But I mean, he has a Lions party, and they barbecue out in the front yard, because his backyard there's no room in his backyard. But anyway, so he always has a big party, and he didn't have a party last week. So he went to his brother's house, because it was his brother's 60th birthday. So when he stopped to change the bag, and I said, well, Greg, I'll take part of the blame for the loss last week. And he says, what are you talking about? And then I told him about making fun of Steve with the blue lights. And then I says, so Steve and I take partial blame. I says, but you got to take a part of this blame too, because you didn't have a party, and it's the first time you haven't had a party in a long time. He says, you're right. He says, and unfortunately I can't have a party tomorrow because it's my other brother's birthday. And so he says, so I won't be able to have he says, but we're going to have a party at his house. I said, so as long as there's a party. I says, and now we got to talk Steve into putting his blue lights back on. He says, yeah, we're going to have to do that. But what I think is sad about the state of affairs nowadays is when I was growing up, you really didn't know unless they were wearing a button whether or not you were a Republican or a Democrat. Now everybody seems to know what everybody is. And that's just, just the way it goes. But I had like the pins. I would wear the Nixon pin. I would wear like when he was running against Kennedy. I was 10. And so I would have like on one lapel the Kennedy stuff, and on the other side of my shirt the Nixon. Even then, 10 years old, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I just knew that they were cool looking pins, so I wore them both. But just think if you had all of those memorabilia from all of the elections. Some people probably do, but it'd be kind of cool to see. So anyway, the Lions play today. Hopefully they win. I know that the other day when they lost, everybody was kind of bummed. But if I'm gonna, nobody's gonna. Well, not that they're not, but sometimes it's not possible to win a what do you call it? Every single game. Thank you for choosing CVS Pharmacy. But if you're dropping off the new anyway, I'll be right back. Please make sure broke the bank, 46 cents. We have very good insurance as far as some of our prescriptions. But that one that I take for my parathyroid, that was expensive. I forgot what I was talking about. Go ahead. The Lions. So, anyway, most teams don't win every single game. So it's better that you lose a game at the beginning because then you can win every single game after that. We'll see. But, we root for them no matter what. They're always in the bottom. Although they say they're Super Bowl contenders this year, so we'll see. We'll see about that. Well, today is the first day of fall. My summer has officially ended. You know what I got in my email today is like an advertisement, no less, from Weight Watchers as far as some kind of a cream that I can put on my face to prevent facial wrinkles. It's like, oh my gosh, now they're promoting them. I know they're always promoting all these products and stuff, but it's just like ridiculous. It's like, come on. You're supposed to be Weight Watchers, not worrying about everything else. So I watched last night, and I stayed up until 4 o'clock in the morning because I got hooked. And it wasn't that good. It was. Did you ever watch something? Like you read a book and it's not really the greatest, but you think, I'm going to finish it. I don't do that anymore. If a book isn't that good and it doesn't grab my attention, I'm done with it. I'm just done. But this show, I watched Monsters, the Lyle and what's the other guy's name? I watched 9 episodes. You think I'd remember it? Lyle? Well, the Mendez brothers. Anyway, I watched them. That show. The one that played the mother, Kitty, she plays on a lot of things, and she always plays like the wacko. I forget her name too, but it's just it was. I know everything that happened, and I know everything that went on with it. So as far as that goes, all right, this guy's gonna be pissed at me because I'm going this way so I can hit the pump this way because I want to be on this side of the pump. Oh, he didn't. Okay. Alrighty. I thought there was going to be a disturbance here. We have arrived. Okay, let me go get my gas and I'll be back. Well, I just had a nice talk with a nice young man. He's on his way to his grandma's 80th birthday party. I said, well, I got a couple years before I hit that, but I'm looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it, but you know what I mean. Getting to that ripe old age of 80. Yes. So Wednesday, Jim and I have to bring Mary downtown for her appointment, so I thought it's just easier to get the gas today since I had to be out anyhow. I don't think we have any plans for Monday or Tuesday. Everybody's out today. I don't know what the deal. What's the dealio on this? Okay, are you going out? Because if you're going out, I know I can. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know how he did that. I thought if you can pull out, I can pull out. But he was like Columbus. He took a chance. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. I don't know how he didn't get hit. Now we're on our way to the post office to see if I got any mail. And then I'm just going to go home, watch all my shows that I was watching, and get on with my day. We'll see what the day brings. How's that sound? I'm going to have to look up that name because even while I was pumping gas, I was trying to think of what that guy's name was. Lyle and... Well, I will figure it out and let you know. No mail, but I did check, so there you go. Anyway, his name was Eric. Lyle and Eric Menendez. I don't recommend it, but it repeated itself a lot. They did 9 episodes. They probably could have done it in 6, was my thought. But I stayed up till 4 o'clock watching it. And then didn't wake up this morning till 11 o'clock. I was like a sleepy butt. But in my defense, Jim went to bed at midnight and he got up just a couple minutes before me. So he was even more tired than me. Which tells me that his sleep apnea must have been pretty bad last night. Because I think that when he sleeps really long like that is when he's had some difficulty sleeping during the night. And so when he finally does fall asleep, that's when he sleeps a long time. So, on the way home from Mary's yesterday, I did stop at Panera's for my dinner. So I didn't have the salad with the chicken. I'm going to have that today. And then I didn't have the pancakes for breakfast because I really wasn't hungry. So instead what I had was I had a hard-boiled egg and a banana. And I had a brownie that was left over from the day before. I know, the nutritious breakfast that it was. And then I ate that about 3 o'clock. And then Mary's dog. Mary's dog. They think Mary's dog is 13 years old. They think she has cancer, but the blood test to find out if she has cancer was $250. And with Mary's surgeries coming up and everything, and they're not sure how much her costs are going to be for her, they decided not to do the blood test, especially the dog. It's a golden retriever. She's 13 years old. So that was bad news. But I don't know why they go to that vet. His appointment was at 5:30. We got there at 5:15. They took him right away into the room. And we left there at 7:15. And only one dog checked out in the whole time we were there. So it wasn't like they were packed and they had all kinds of, clients. Just forever. And then, so that's Mary's dog news. I don't know how Mary took that. Wasn't sure how he was going to tell her. But they cleaned up the sore that she had on her back end, on top of her body near the back end by her tailbone. There was a sore, and they cleaned it all up, put some medication on it, gave him some medication to take home. And then, what else? Oh, Ron. Ron. Ron's, they didn't reopen him. What they did was they opened up some of his incision. He doesn't have sepsis. They did say that. He doesn't have sepsis. But he's got something with the heart or the valve or something. But I still think he has sepsis. I think they said he didn't have it, but I don't know. According to Bertie, they told her that he doesn't have sepsis, whatever that word is. But what they have on him, they can put some kind of a machine on him of some kind that is like a vacuum cleaner type of thing, and it's sucking out all of the pus and the poisons and stuff. And it goes into this vial, and then they change the vial 3 times a week. No, they'll change it, like to get all the stuff out of it. And then he should be coming home Tuesday or Wednesday, but he's got to wear this contraption 24 hours a day for 7 days a week for 3 months. And then a home nurse is going to come on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to clean out the wound and, empty the container that, all of the stuff is going into. And so unless the car has a place where he can plug in the machine, he's pretty much stuck at home. Which I think Bertie's got one of the newer cars. Like Jim's truck has the thing where you can put an electrical plug in or just plug in your phone type of thing. My car's so old, I don't have any of that crap. I have a 2010. it just seems like I just got the car too. You know, it really, truly does feel like I just got the car. But I've had it for 14 years in August. So, and then my kids say, you should get another car. I have, I mean, 86,000 miles on my car. It's 14 years old. I have 86,000 miles on it. Well, why am I going to bother? You know, so I'd like a new car, but I don't want a car payment. But anyway, back to Ron. So he has to wear this for 3 months. And then, you know, obviously he's on antibiotics and stuff like that, too. But I feel so bad for the guy. But it turned out, I think, which I don't know whether or not I should tell Bertie or not this, because I don't know. I don't like to stir up trouble or anything like that. But when Bertie was there, somebody had recognized Bertie from my videos. And so they says, well, I know you know, blah, 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 and all that. And it turned out it was one of Christy's friends who watches my video. I think it was April. I think it was you, April, but I'm not positive. But anyway, it turned out that their father or father-in-law was there having surgery, heart surgery too. And when they were doing his surgery, they nicked his artery, his carotid artery, I think it was, and they had to repair it and patch it up or something. I don't know exactly how it was. All I know is that he got an infection or some sort, and he died. And they were probably not in the same operating room because they were getting operated on at the same time, but in the same hospital zone area. So I just think that it was too much of a coincidence that they're both having heart surgery and they both are having issues afterwards. So it could have even been in the recovery area that they might have picked something up. I don't know. So I don't know if I should say something to Bertie, just add to her woe, or just let it go, or I don't know. So I'm thinking on that one. But anyway, so we are now home. I'm going to go in and think about something to eat today. Oh, so I was telling you. So I had the egg and the brownie and the banana for breakfast. And so for dinner on the way home, I stopped at Panera's and got a half of a turkey bacon avocado and a cup of broccoli cheddar soup with a little loaf of bread. And then I did stop at Starbucks and got a Starbucks drink. I was a little over my points, but not really, because I haven't tracked it yet because I have to redo my tracker now. But because really, man, the brownie probably put me way over. But I had like 36 weekly, so I think I'm pretty close, pretty well. I might not have got a blue dot, but I'm going to check and see. I'm going to re-enter all the stuff and see what's going on with that. But the rest of the week I did really well. So we'll see what the scale says tomorrow. How's that sound? So, but in the meantime, have a good day. Enjoy your new season of autumn. And like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let's talk again tomorrow. See you then, hopefully.